the Last Supper Creepiest Death Row Meals. Some requests are surprisingly ordinary while others, well, let's just say they're downright bizarre. If you think you have the stomach for it, stick around because we're about to unpack some of the creepiest last meal requests in death row history. One Last Olive, the peculiar request of Victor Fager. Our first unsettling story comes from 1963 with Victor Fager. Convicted of kidnapping and murder, Fager's last meal request was about as strange as it gets: a single olive. Not a bowl of olives, not olives on a pizza, just one solitary olive. Fager specifically requested the olive still have the pit in it. Was it a symbolic gesture, a seed of hope, or a final act of defiance? We'll likely never know, but it remains one of the most unsettling last meals in history. A feast for a monster. Next we have the infamous John Wayne Gacy, also known as the Killer Clown. Gacy was convicted of the rape and murder of at least 33 young men and boys. Gacy requested a lavish spread: a dozen deep-fried shrimp, a bucket of KFC, a mountain of French fries, and a pound of strawberries. Some might see this as a final act of gluttony, indulging in earthly pleasures even as he faced eternal judgment. Gacy's feast stands in stark contrast to the meager meals he likely fed his victims. A chilling request. Timothy McVeigh's final indulgence. Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bomber, chose a surprisingly simple last meal: 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Aileen Wuornos's final sip. Aileen Wuornos, one of the most infamous female serial killers in America, was convicted of killing 7 men in Florida. Her final request was surprisingly simple: a single cup of coffee. No elaborate meals, just a cup of coffee to perhaps offer a moment of solace before the bitter end. Aileen Wuornos found a strange peace in the simplicity of a final cup of coffee. Ricky Ray Rector's final request. Convicted of murder, Rector's last meal was a hearty one: steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and a slice of pecan pie. He ate all but the pie, telling the guards he was saving it for later. Rector's mental state was so deteriorated that he likely didn't fully grasp the finality of his situation. Robert Alton Harris's last stand. Robert Alton Harris, convicted of a double homicide, chose to face his execution with a defiant feast. His request: a 21-piece bucket of KFC, 2 large Domino's pizzas, ice cream, jelly beans, a 6-pack of Pepsi, and a pack of Camel cigarettes. Harris was determined to leave this world on his own terms, indulging in excess even as he faced the ultimate consequence. Perhaps one of the most unsettling stories on our list comes from Ted Bundy, the notorious serial killer who confessed to the murders of at least 30 young women. Bundy, despite having the option for a special meal, declined. As a result, he was given the standard prison meal: steak, eggs, hash browns, toast, milk, coffee, juice, and jelly. Angel Neves Diaz, another refusal, another mystery. Angel Neves Diaz, convicted of murder, also declined a special last meal, opting instead for the standard prison fare. Was it an act of defiance, a quiet acceptance of his fate? We may never know. Stephen Wayne Anderson's unlikely request. Stephen Wayne Anderson, a convicted murderer and burglar, requested a rather unique last meal: 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a pint of cottage cheese, a hominy and corn mixture, peach pie, chocolate chip ice cream, and a side of radishes. Was there a hidden meaning behind this unusual request? Or was it simply a reflection of Anderson's own eccentric palate? Lawrence Russell Brewer, a meal and a statement. Lawrence Russell Brewer, a white supremacist convicted of a hate crime murder, requested a massive last meal but didn't eat a single bite, claiming he wasn't hungry. This act sparked outrage and led to Texas abolishing last meal requests altogether. From the bizarre to the mundane, these meals offer a strange and often disturbing window into the human psyche facing its final moments. What do you think about these last meal requests? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content exploring the dark side of history and the human condition.